All right, let's talk about YouTube. If you're a creator, you know the rules of the game are always changing. But what's coming in 2026? Well, it's not just a little tweak to the algorithm. It's a whole new playbook. So let's get right into it.
I want to kick things off with this quote, because, wow, it's pretty shocking, right? This idea from Tube Sensei basically takes everything we thought we knew about YouTube growth and just throws it out the window. I mean, if subs and watch time don't matter anymore, what on earth does?
And that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Stick with me, because over the next few minutes, we're going to break down the answer and give you a clear roadmap for what it takes to succeed on the platform now.
Okay, so before we jump into all the brand new stuff, we have to talk about the fundamentals. Think of these as the price of admission. These are the rules you already know, and they're not going away. But as you're about to see, they're just not enough to win anymore.
First up is your click-through rate, or CTR. This is your first test. When your video pops up on someone's screen, does the packaging, your title, and your thumbnail make them stop scrolling and actually click? If you can't get the click, nothing else matters. It's that simple.
So once they click, the next big test is your average view duration, AVD. Did that intro hook them? Is your content good enough to keep them watching? This is the classic way you prove to the algorithm that your video is actually satisfying.
And here's the thing. For the longest time, this was the entire game. You just needed a great idea, some slick packaging for a high CTR, and a killer intro for good AVD. That was the whole formula. But now that's just the ticket to get into the stadium. It doesn't get you on the field.
And this is where everything changes. YouTube's algorithm, its core brain, has fundamentally evolved. It is playing a completely different game now with a different goal. And if you're still using that old formula, you're going to get left behind.
Okay, now this slide is really the key to understanding everything. The old way on the left was a simple funnel, but the new way, it's more like a two-stage gauntlet. It doesn't start with a small audience anymore. No, it starts with the Gemini AI scanning your video for context. Then it enters test cycle 1, where it checks your basic CTR and viewer satisfaction. If you pass that, it moves to test cycle 2, a much deeper test looking at session time and emotional reaction. Only if you pass both tests do you get that massive push. And what this all boils down to is a huge philosophical shift for YouTube. Its main goal isn't just about how long someone watches your video. The new goal is finding videos that keep people on the entire YouTube platform for as long as possible. So to win in this new system, you have to optimize for those new test cycles. And that means you have to master 3 new, really important metrics. First up, and honestly, this is the new king of all metrics, session time. This has nothing to do with your video's watch time. It's about how long a viewer stays on YouTube after your video is done. Does your content make them want to watch another video, and another, and another? That's the ultimate signal of value to YouTube now. Next, we've got something called emotional velocity. See, a long, flat retention graph isn't the goal anymore. The algorithm is now actively looking for these little spikes. These are moments in your video that were so interesting or so shocking that people actually rewound to watch them again. Those little emotional peaks are a powerful new signal that your content is truly hitting home. And finally, there's search adaptability. Thanks to that new AI, the days of keyword stuffing are officially over. The algorithm now understands the deep context and intent of your video. It doesn't just know what it's about, it knows who it's for. And it will find that perfect audience for you even if your keywords aren't perfect.
So, how in the world do we put all of this together? The old rules, the new metrics, it all points to a single, powerful new strategy. Let's call it the Make a Show playbook.
And let's be super clear here. All that effort you've put into mastering great titles, thumbnails, and intros, it still matters a lot. That's what gets you through test cycle 1. But to get that massive channel-changing growth, you have to be building your content to pass test cycle 2. And this is how you do it. You need content consistency, so the AI knows who you are and who to show your videos to. You have to intentionally engineer those spike moments to generate that emotional velocity. And you need to create content series, not just random videos, to build habits and boost that all-important session time. At the end of the day, you have to stop thinking like a vlogger and start thinking like a TV producer. This quote really just says it all, doesn't it? YouTube is in a battle with Netflix, with Disney+, with everyone. They want to be the new TV. And to do that, they need creators who can make reliable, episodic, appointment viewing style content that keeps audiences coming back for more. So if there is one single thing you take away from this whole explainer, let it be this. It is the most important mindset shift you can make. It's time to stop making videos. It's time to start making a show. And that brings us right to the final and most important question. In a world that rewards consistency and habit over a one-off viral hit, what does your channel become? What kind of show are you going to create? That's the question every single creator on YouTube now needs to answer.